Well, welcome back again, everyone. Today we're going to continue with some house brand reviews from cigars at Cigars International. This is one that's interesting. This is a house brand made by Punch for Cigar International, and it's called the Bareknuckle. This is the Belicoso 5x50. The band is around the foot, and it's actually a little hard to see. So I'm gonna cut away to a shot, give you a close-up. There it is, and there is your density. Now, it's a nice looking cigar. It uses an Ecuadorian Habano sun-grown wrapper, and the fillers are Nicaraguan and Honduran. So there we are, nice looking cigar actually. No veins, looks very well made. So let's get right to this Bareknuckle. It is described as full-bodied, full-flavored, sort of a cut in strength above the normal Punch. With a name like Bareknuckle, you'd expect that. So let's see what it's like. The cigar actually looks like a little missile. It's pretty cool looking. So we need to remove this band here at the foot carefully. There we go. There's your band. I'll show it to you again later in a close-up. Set that over there. So there we are left with the, as I said, nice looking cigar. This should be interesting. So we're going to cut just the cap, very tip of that cap. Good draw. There we go. Very cedary, sweet cedar, very peppery, excuse me. Right off the bat, you get a lot of pepper, a lot of sweet cedar, and there appear to be vanilla notes backing the sweet cedar. It's very nice. The pepper on my scale is at least a 7 at this point. I would say it's a solid 7. So that's how it's starting out. Intense sweet cedar, vanilla, and a ton of pepper. So let's let it sit for just a minute. There we have it, the Punch Bareknuckle Belicoso. About maybe a quarter to half inch in, and the cigar is settled down about probably where it's going to be for this stage. It is one of a very sweet cedar, some light vanilla notes backing it, a ton of pepper. Coffee, and that all-encompassing earth tone, earth notes. That is an earthy flavor there, especially at the tail end of the draw of the spice. It is somewhat of a cream finish, and there is some lingering pepper. At this juncture, I would call the cigar a solid medium, and it shows to me signs that it will move a little further. So that's where we are right now at about a half inch in, and I'll come back with an update. Alright, I'm here at about the 1.5 inch point, and there is a touch of richness that has developed in the cedar, and that was a nice move forward. The pepper still remains good, and it's the little vanilla backing. You still have your coffee, you have your earthy tones, The finish is a solid, well, I started to say solid cream, but it is so much like a straight vanilla. At this point it is vanilla, excuse me. Very much vanilla, not cream. There's a difference. But the ash is more salt than pepper in color. Nice lingering pepper on the finish. So the little addition of a touch of richness. It's not full blown where it's just mouth-watering juicy richness. It's starting to get a little richness to it though, which is nice. At about the midpoint here, and a couple interesting notes have come about. The vanilla notes have subsided. The cedar is still your main player, and it's nice and sweet with some richness to it. But now, in addition to the coffee and earthy notes, there is wood. There are lots of nice oaky wood notes at the tail end of the cedar. So you get those in some prominence. Some of the coffee notes have filtered over to the finish. So it's sort of a coffee and cream type finish. Not so much vanilla anymore, it's more of a coffee and cream. And there is a nice amount of lingering pepper on the finish. So there is your change. Cedar's still your main player, which is fine. And it has just that touch of richness to it, but those wood notes make it quite interesting. So I thought I would come back and tell you that. Well, we're down to the end. I'll wrap it up here. The cigar ended much like it was in the last segment. Really no changes. The cedar is your main player with that touch of richness. And the other notes, the coffee, the wood, pepper, and the finish still remained one of coffee and cream with lingering pepper. The cigar ended up, I would call it medium to full. Not anything stronger than that. It did have nice flavors though with that cream. With that cedar. All in all, a good cigar. This was a good size for this cigar. I noticed on the Cigar International website, it comes in 4 sizes, nothing longer than a 6.1. And it also is a 50 ring gauge. This 5x50 Belicoso really played well, and it's the only sample I have to judge from, so I'm going on this alone, but it was a nice cigar. I would say, as far as rating it, I'm giving it an 89. I enjoyed it quite a bit. If it had had that extra richness, it would easily get into the 90s. It had enough richness to make it interesting. And this may be something on the par of a nice afternoon or after dinner cigar. So that being said, the Punch Bareknuckle Belicoso gets a score of 89. Good cigar. Check it out online at